Whatever you do, don't forget to pack this in your luggage when you come to Thailand. 22nd in Thailand, Thailand Rob, and let me tell you, being here in the lockdown season, I was thinking, wow, they've just done another 4 weeks where people, flights are not coming into Thailand or not going out of Thailand, and people's trips are being canceled left and right, and I said, oh my God. So the people that were planning on coming to Thailand are not coming to Thailand now, and a lot of people are saying that they're going to come maybe towards the Christmas season or end of the year. And I thought, wow, well, what could I do to help these people? I know what I can do. Like Santa Claus, I can make a list of things that you might not have thought about to bring to Thailand and wish you had. So the first time I ever came to Thailand with my 2 suitcases, I didn't have a clue as to what to bring. None. So what I've done is I went ahead for the past 2 days and I've put together a list. This list is in the description, so you don't even have to get a pen and paper out. It's completely done for you. Completely. But before we get started with any of that, this is a special shout out video to Tony, because Tony has introduced me to something that I have never heard about. The Heartwall Original Long Drink. Yes folks, if you're from Finland, you know exactly what this is, and I want to tell you that I might be out of Leo beer right now, but I have 1 can of a long drink right here and I'm sharing it with you. This is a wonderful, wonderful beverage of gin and grapefruit juice. Oh, so refreshing. I don't know what kind of accent that was supposed to be, but this is very, very refreshing. Now, moving along to the list. Now, some of the products in this list may not be your favorite brand, or the price might not be in your price range. I'm just giving you a list of things to look for. Whether you shop online at Amazon or Lazada, or you go down to the local Walmart or your local grocery store and you buy your stuff there, this is a great little checklist for you to have, and you might be able to find better prices somewhere else. So for goodness sake, shop around and find the best prices you can, for sure. So in this list, chronologically, I started off pretty much what you would have in your medicine cabinet at home that you might want to bring with you, and then what to have on the plane, and then what to have when you land in Thailand, and then the hotel, and then pretty much when you're out doing your little tours and stuff that you're over here. So let's start from the top. Number 1 on the list, sunscreen. If you didn't hear anything that song talked about way back in the 80s, trust me, it's the sunscreen. Now you might be thinking, Rob, there's got to be plenty of sunscreen over there in Thailand to buy. But yes, but it is priced as if it was gold. It is so expensive to get the sunscreen over here that I highly recommend that you get it and bring it with you, either in a little one, or yeah, you can get some over here when you get here, but it's going to be expensive. If you do bring a big bottle like this, always make sure that you have the Ziplock bag to put it in, because you don't want this in your luggage on the bottom of the airplane, busting open and going into all of your clothing. So there we go. Tip number 1, always have the Ziplock bag. The next 2 things at the top of this list, as should be, is Ammonium and Pepto, because hey, maybe you've never been to Thailand, or maybe you have before, maybe you've never had a tummy problem before, but there's gonna be a good chance that there's gonna be one day over here that you're gonna get a little rumble in your tummy, and you're gonna wish that you had one or both of these. So easy to pack and always good to have on you rather than having to go down to the store to get it. Going right along with that would be the Dramamine for nausea, which I don't have any of here to show you, but and Tums. When I go to the States, I always bring back some Tums because they don't sell Tums here. If they do sell Tums here, I have not found them. They may be in some of the bigger markets in Bangkok. I haven't seen any here in my little village of Kamala. Also, they don't sell Advil or Aleve over here. I have not seen either one of these. They do have Tylenol. So we have Tylenol here, and you can get that at the 7-Eleven. But if you're on the plane and you have your little headache going on, you might want to have just a little travel tube of one of these there. Next we have hand sanitizer, but that's almost not even worth talking about now because I think everybody on the planet has that. So, okay. Another thing that you may not have considered is one of these very inexpensive, I think this is like 99 cents at Walmart or something, a little first aid kit. There's also the one right next to this in that red bag. I think that's a more comprehensive first aid kit, so you can check that one out. Neosporin, always carry a travel size amount of Neosporin with you. You never know, cuts and scrapes, you just want to have some antibacterial cream on hand with you. One thing that I've had issues with over here a lot is the razor, because I've left them in the hotels and the maids always throw them away. If you have a favorite razor, make sure you bring it, because over here we do probably have the same razor, but again, being that it's imported, might be more expensive than if you just brought your own. Next thing is you might have your favorite brand of deodorant. Like, they don't sell this deodorant here. I got this when I was in America last time. Thailand is really big on roll-ons over here, and I know many of you think, ooh, roll-ons, like you put it on, it's still wet and you have to flap your arms. Not in Thailand. In Thailand, you put this on and you just blend right in with the humidity and you're good to go. Again, put this in your Ziploc bag and put it in your checked baggage. You don't want to take anything like this onto the plane. They might throw it away because it's more than 2.5 ounces or 2 ounces, whatever the rule is at TSA now. Or if you just want to get one of those little travel kits like you see right here, it has a little bit of everything in there, but still, you might want to bring your own favorites. If you wear contacts like I do, you will want this little travel-sized bottle of saline solution or re-wetting drops or whatnot for the airplane, because you know how it is in the airplane and your eyes get all dried out and all that good stuff, right? So always have that with you on the airplane. Next on this list, you see those little travel bottles. If you do have your favorite shampoo, conditioner, and whatnots, I recommend that you just put these in these little travel sizes. You can bring them anywhere. Probably the hotel's gonna have their generic versions when you get there, and you can still go to the store and buy your shampoos here. They're not overly priced, so maybe just bring a little bit just to get started on your trip over here, and then you can go down to the Big C or the Robertson's store and get your favorite brand there. And next on the list is the Ziploc bag, and we already went over that. Now this right here, guys, if you've never used a loofah when you shower, one, you really should try it. And the reason I picked this specific brand that you're looking at right there is, one, they're colored charcoal black gray, and that's manly. And also they're infused with charcoal, so you can't get a manlier loofah than that I know of. Plus, they're very compactable, they fit in the suitcase really well, and when you get to hotels in Thailand, they don't really have anything for you there so that you can wash with. They do have little hand towels, you can wash with the hand towels, but if you have your loofah with you, that scrunches up really small, then you always have your loofah with you, with your razor. Don't forget to take them out of the hotel when you check out, like some people do. Some people. Now the list is moving towards going to the airport and being on the plane. You can see in here that I put some Gold Bond medicated powder in there, because you're gonna be sitting your butt down in that chair for a long time, and some parts of you might be a little bit, well, let's just say you might want to have some powder on hand. 12 hours in a plane's fun, isn't it? The next thing I have on here is a little hand wipes. Everyone knows that when you're on the plane or in your hotel or whatnot, these little cleaning hand wipes with alcohol wipes, they're very convenient. Also the neck pillow. The neck pillow, get it at home. Don't wait until you get into the airport and think that you're going to get one at a decent deal. Go ahead and buy one now. Believe me, you're going to probably want your neck pillow on a 12-hour flight. Now this next one here is a translator. I do not expect or want you to go and pay close to $100 for a translator so that when you arrive into Thailand you can speak to the Thai people. One, lots and lots of Thai people speak English, so you'll probably get away with that. But the reason I put this in the list is I wanted to remind you to download a translating app on your telephone. I use Google Translate and it works pretty well. Keep it to basic words, don't try to write a long sentence. But you want to have some app on your phone just because. It's going to come in at some point in time, it's going to come in handy. If you use the GrabCab app, once you're over here, you don't have to explain to the taxi driver so much where you're going to go. But if you don't use GrabCab and you're just getting in a taxi cab on the street, they may not know exactly where you're wanting to go, and a translator may help. You the hotel name, translator, you see where I'm. Next on this list you'll see is a money clip. Rob, why a money clip? I'll tell you why a money clip. One is this phone clip like here attaches to your phone. So you could put a couple of thousand baht right there in your hand with your phone so that you're not fumbling through your wallet or, you know, bringing out larger amounts of cash. It's just convenient to have a clip with a certain amount of money that you can just get easily with your phone, pay your taxi cab driver, get to the hotel, get settled, and then you can worry about how much money you want to put in the clip or carry around with you or put in your safe in your hotel. So once you're in the hotel, what do you want to do? You want to plug in and charge your phone and charge your computer, but oh my god, you forgot that you didn't have the plug-in jack to go into the two-prong socket that they have here in Thailand with the 220 volt. You already have your adapters for your phone and your computer, so they're not going to blow up when you put them in. But you did forget your handy-dandy Rock'em Sock'em robot here, where I can plug into pretty much any country in the world with this sucker. So I put one of these on the list. definitely get yourself one of these and carry it with you. If you don't, you're gonna have to go down to a 7-Eleven, and they probably will have the really smaller one. I don't have that one with me right now, but you can get them over here. I've also put this very, very nice unit in here. It's a really nice one if you want to go that route, but if you don't want to buy the nicer one, you can still get the little cheapy travel one like I've got right here. Next thing on this list is going to be mosquito repellent, because maybe you have a favorite that you like that works with you really well, because we have it over here, but we don't have the name brands that you have. We don't like have off. And so I just wanted to make sure that you had some when you got here, or you're just going to go to 7-Eleven and buy what they have here. Not sure if that's going to work as good with, as the heavy duty stuff that you can get in the States or maybe in your country. The metal waddle. Today's speech impediment is brought to you by long drink. Either have one of these when you get over here, or you can probably buy one over here, but you're going to want a really nice insulated cup. You're just going to put your ice in it and it'll last all day long. So much nicer than anything else. A very, 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 very appreciative thing to have once you have it over here. No matter what season it is over here, you're going to probably encounter a thunder shower of sorts. You would really, really enjoy having a nice poncho to wear over here. Nothing super expensive, just a nice poncho to bring with you. These fold up really small so it's easy to bring. If you do forget it, you can go to the 7-Eleven over here and get like these disposable ones. But these are really, really thin. They're not meant to last long, but they'll do in a pinch. If you're out walking around, you just stop in a 7-Eleven. I think they're like 20 baht. But if you have a good one with you, then you just have a good one and you don't have to worry about it. Yeah. In this list, I put a light jacket because you wouldn't think about it, but you might be chilly on the plane, or it depends on where you're traveling this time. If you're going to Chiang Mai and it's the cold season, like at Christmas time, it's gonna get brisk up there at night. So, believe it or not, you may need a light jacket in Thailand. Moving on, I think it goes without even saying, but backpack. You're going to want to have a day pack or a backpack. Something you can put your ponchos and all your medicines in and carry around with you with your phone or your iPad or your computer or whatever you've got, and go to the coffee shops or go wherever you're going to go and just enjoy your little trip over here. So have a backpack with you. Next, we're going into footwear, and you're like, Rob, you don't need to tell me what to wear on my feet. No, I don't need to tell you what you need to wear on your feet, but I can tell you you're going to get a higher quality of flip-flop in your country for a cheaper price than you will if you come over here and you try to get a high class and high-end flip-flop. So go ahead and pick your flip-flops before you get here, or you can just come here and buy the 150 baht ones that'll probably fall apart by the time you leave. So hey, convenience, right? Next thing on this list is a water shoe. If you've never worn water shoes, you don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing? You don't know what you're missing, because if you're going to go into the oceans and the seas and the creeks and wherever you are, if you're traveling up north and you're walking through the woods and there's a creek you want to go and splash around in, those rocks are slippery as hell. So these shoes are wonderful. And also, if you're just at the beach down here, there's still rocks under the water here at the beach. So having these shoes are really, really good. They're comfortable, and they just make walking around with the water so much easier. Highly recommend water shoes. The next are just slip-on casual shoes, just something easy off and on if you're at the beach. That's up to you on that one. The next one are the hiking boots. Again, that's more for if you're planning on going up north or just doing a lot of hiking. Don't go without good hiking boots. So there you go on those, the footwear. Now the last couple of things on here was just something that popped in my head, and I thought, well, they're not essential, but they were really nice to have. These little powder Gatorade packs are easy to pack, and when you get over here, hydration is a must. I mean, so these are convenient, but also if you didn't bring them, you can go to the pharmacies here and get some of these electrolyte powders. These don't taste quite as if you like Gatorade, you like Gatorade. These do not taste like Gatorade. They're more of an orangey type of flavor. Palatable, but you might want to stick with the Gatorade if that's what you like. Listerine. You can get Listerine over here. This one I actually got here in Thailand, but it is more expensive, or it is very expensive over here. It is not cheap. It's like suntan lotion over here. Not cheap stuff. Probably better off if you just got a little travel size before you got over here. I also put Q-tip, travel size Q-tips, and the tissues. Tissues are for the plane, tissues are for when you're traveling, not so much. You can all get both of these here, but if you want them, just a little size amount, then get them over there. I don't know if they sell these travel size here. And of course you can get these tissues anywhere. And that's my little essential list that I put together for you. And I'm going to continue adding stuff to it as it pops into my head, but I did want to let you know that these are some of the things that you may not have thought about packing in your bag, but I highly recommend it. Again, in the description down here, you'll see a link to all of these products that I just mentioned. And also, if you enjoyed this type of video, please give me a thumbs up on that one, because it helps the algorithm tell other people that, hey, you might have forgot to pack your Gatorade pack. And your plug in that you're gonna plug in when you get to the hotel room. I'm tired. And if you guys have access to a case of this, you can ship it to the shipping address that's also in the description. Thailand Rob, P.O. Box 51. Bye.
Can you take this asshole back to America, please?
Woody, don't forget that.